Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at one more game in the Nintendo Versus system. We'll do more at a future date, but this one is created for the Nintendo Versus system, and it's a Mahjong game. So it's created by Nintendo in 1984, and this is simply Versus Mahjong. And it's, if you've never played Mahjong, the closest thing that might help you figure out what the game's like is the card game Gin Rummy. Because in Mahjong, you want to make hands of like 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, and maybe 2 of a kind as well. But there are numerous tiles in lieu of cards. These are like ivory or plastic tiles, and there are different suits. There is a suit of Japanese numbers or Chinese numbers. There are domino numbers, and all the numbers are just 1 through 9. There are bamboo numbers 1 through 9. And there are directional numbers. Well, they're not numbers, but there's the directional tiles east, west, north, south in Japanese kanji. And there are the dragons, green, red, and I think it was blue, and white. Or maybe it was just green, red, white. Sometimes the white had a little blue square on it or something. And then some sets of Mahjong had wind and season tiles, but the basic sets don't have them. But in this game, in a number of Mahjong games for the arcades in Japan, gave you letter keys like A through N or something to let you choose what tile to discard. But this one only has the joystick, being the Versus cabinet, and 2 buttons. One button lets you pick from the face card and maybe switch it with another card to discard that one in lieu of the one in the in lieu of the new tile. And then the other button allows you to choose if you want to take the computer's discarded tile and lay down a hand with that. And you can press up and down on the joystick to choose between cone, which is 4 of a kind, pone, which is 3 of a kind, and chi, which is 3 consecutive tiles in a row. And we'll get started in just a moment here. And you can switch between the chi, the cone, and the pone, but you can also choose AGARI, which is also known, I think, as Ron or TSUMO, which means you're going to go out. You're pretty confident you're going to win. And then reach will lay down a bone. It's called a bone, but it's like a bet. An extra bet of, I think, like 1,000. And you both start with 20,000. I guess 20,000 yen. I can't read all the Japanese, sorry. In fact, I can't. I can only read, like, the katakana, which appears in that little green window in the center of the black box. But, yeah, you use the joystick to move around, and you can swap any of the tiles that you have with the face tile. And I've already used a cone, which is 4 of a kind, out of the white dragon that the computer laid down. And a basic hand is you want to at least have like a 2 of a kind, but you can also make consecutive tiles. You can make 3 of a kind. You can make 4 of a kinds. There's so many different combinations of hands that you can have. And I'm sorry, I do not know hardly any of them at all. I am a total noob to Mahjong, but at least I know a little tiny bit about the rudimentary basics. Like I said, it's like Gin Rummy, the card game. Just kind of liken it to that, and you'll have a meager understanding of some of the basics. Now, sometimes you'll be able to choose which tiles you want to lay down in conjunction with the one tile that the computer just laid down. But again, there's 2 buttons. One of them will either discard the face tile, or you can swap it with one of the tiles that you have and discard the one that you don't want. And then the other button will allow you to choose one of the chi, pon, cone, AGARI, or reach options, and you can push up and down with the joystick to move between those. And I barely won. I didn't win by much. You can win by a lot, you can win by a little, or you can lose by a lot or lose by a little. Yeah, AGARI or Ron means to go out, or TSUMO, I guess, is the same. And reach puts out a bone for a bet, an extra 1,000. And there I got 3 of a kind there from the tile that the computer laid down. 3 of a kind of 9s. I can read the numbers. Here I have a 1 and a 2, and then 2 of the dominoes. I like to call them dominoes. They might have a different name in Japan. But I also have a 2 and a 3 and a 4, so I have a consecutive. You want to have at least a 2 of a kind, I think, and then mix it in with consecutives. Maybe have all the wind tiles, maybe all the season tiles, or flower tiles. That sound means I lost. The computer can go out early, and they often do because they're so much better at this than I am. I think this is played like in a match of 3. If you don't win 2 out of 3, your game will end. And I did not win 2 out of 3. I only won once, and I didn't win by much. But yeah, I really don't know much of what I'm doing with Mahjong. But again, you can have some sort of meager understanding of it if you've played Gin Rummy, and just know that you can take what the computer lays down as part of your part of a hand. And I got 3 red dragons. Those red dragons, the red dragon symbol was seen in American culture. It's seen in the movie Red Dragon, and the red dragon is Francis Dollarhide, a fictional serial killer in the movie Manhunter and Red Dragon. And it was also seen in The Greatest American Hero, silly TV show from the early 80s. He wore the red dragon on his superhero suit. And I continued to get little hands. And I could have sworn this was going to win it for me, so I think I might have done the what was it called, the AGARI or Ron or TSUMO, saying that I was going to go out, and I didn't win, and I lost a lot of money. It looked good, and I thought I was going to win for sure, but I guess I didn't. Sometimes the deciding factor is a certain tile called a Dora. And I really don't know the ins and outs of the Dora tile. So, sorry, I can't really explain it to you. I have a Mahjong set. Maybe I didn't use the TSUMO this time. Yep, I only won one out of the 3 games, so my game is over. Game over is what that says, which means, of course, game over. That was Versus Mahjong by Nintendo in 1984. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching, and I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving today. Hope you ate a lot of good food. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Versus Mahjong by Nintendo in 1984 for the Versus Nintendo cabinet. I'll catch you later with another video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.